riding Freak Knuckles, and we're at Pumpkin Hill. You ready? I ain't gon' let it get to me. I'm just gon' creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece.
What is going on YouTube? It is Old Psycho. I am back with another video. Today we're going to talk about like the scariest Dragon Ball villains. So like these are the Dragon Ball villains who are like, we're gonna be ranking them about how fast they can make me shit my pants, basically. You know, I'm gonna try my best not to let DBZA influence me. I know every single motherfucker watching this video has watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and it might influence their opinion on how they see certain characters, because like that version of the series is just so good. But let's look at it from like the original story, how the characters are like within that story, within that writing and stuff like that, within Toriyama's vision, and let's just rate it from there. So first off, we're gonna be talking about the Saiyans, bro. So if I were to see the Saiyans in real life, I would think these guys are goofy as fuck. Like until they summon the Cyberman, then I might start peeing myself a little bit. Vegeta and Nappa didn't really kill a lot of people when they first came here, honestly. Like they blew up that city when they first arrived, but they were really only there for Goku. Like they would probably go definitely start massacring people like right after they dealt with him. But I mean, honestly, like if I saw these guys, like I just see like some short spiky hair dude that I'm taller than, and then some big Dwayne The Rock Johnson looking motherfucker and some goofy armor and speedos. Like I just wouldn't be afraid of these guys. Like of course they would kill me, but you know I wouldn't know that until I'm dead, honestly. You know, because it's one of those things like, oh, like, you know, you're gonna be scared when you're dead. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna be dead. So next up, Frieza. This guy would be fucking scary. I'm not gonna lie. Like if I was like, let's say if I was a normal alien civilian, and the way they were talking about Frieza before Goku whooped his ass, like he was untouchable. He was just that guy. Nobody fucked with Frieza. Because he was, not only was he fucking powerful, he had a lot of power over like so many people among like the whole galaxy. He has control over so many planets, control over so many people. Just like the threat of what he can do to me without killing me like alone would be like terrifying. I'm pretty sure he would think of like so many ways to make my life miserable. So I would definitely be like super afraid about him. He might make me pee myself a little bit. But I think these other entries might be a little bit scarier, if not around the same amount as Frieza. Because I'm not really looking at their power levels. Because the thing is, I'm thinking like, how would I view these guys if I saw them in real life? Now, honestly, like looking at Frieza, he's an alien, so I'll be shitting my pants. And then he just starts talking, I would definitely be shitting my pants. But compared to these other guys, it's like I'm gonna just get to y'all one. So the next ones we're gonna be talking about is the androids. So the thing is, the scary thing about these two is that they look like teenagers. They look like just human beings, and they're just they got no motive, bro. Like that's the crazy thing. They have no especially when we're talking about the future Trunks timeline. They're just offing people for no real reason, because like they're programmed to kill Goku, but there might be some malfunction there might be some like error in their programming to where, okay, so what happens if Goku's already dead? Now they don't really know what the fuck to do. Or you know, they might just have like a sense of humanity left in them, and they're just going crazy with power. They're like, yeah, I can just kill everybody, why not? They're like living their life like it's pretty much like it's an open world video game, to where like you're going off, you're offing people, you're fucking running over people with cars and shit. You're like shooting people with a gun, even though like you have key blasts, but you know, a gun is just more fun. You know, these guys are scary, honestly. And there was nothing that the Z-Fighters could do against them, and they're even stronger than Frieza. These guys will like use Frieza to wipe their ass. Like that's how fucking strong they are. But if we're just rating this as like, how would I see them as a human being, dude, like the scary thing is you can't reason with them. Honestly, at least not the ones in the future Trunks timeline. There is nothing that you can say to these guys that's gonna stop them from killing you. The ones in the original Z timeline, like they're cool. Honestly, I could have a normal conversation with 17 in the middle of the cell, in the middle of a Cell saga. Like if I just ran into him, like I'll probably be okay. You know, he'll probably like shit talk me or whatever. But I'm like, okay, cool, man. You know, you just go be on your way. Fuck it. You know. But in the future Trunks timeline, dude, these guys are fucking terrifying. Next up, Majin Buu. Specifically Super Buu and Kid Buu. So looking at regular Majin Buu, you know, he's a goofy fat guy, honestly, and he has like a high ass voice and shit like that. He was definitely like just going around just killing people but and stuff like that, but it was more like I'm not going to fucking defend him, be like, oh, he was just having fun. I'm not going to defend him for that, but like he just had like a different vibe compared to these other guys, you know. He definitely had like a lighter side to him, to the point like when Goku pulled up on Majin Buu, he's like, oh, he's like a giant kid. He's like a giant kid. But like once you take that evil side and you make it its own entity, and we get fucking Super Buu and Kid Buu, these guys have no motive. Just like the androids that I was just talking about. These guys have absolutely no motive. Now, when I said that like, in one time, like you could definitely talk to the androids and probably like reason with them at some point or something like that. With this guy's just fucking evil. He's a force of nature, and he literally, like, the scary thing is you can't even die and be free of this dude. I don't care if it's filler, I'm gonna count it as canon. When Kid Buu went to the other world and was still terrorizing motherfuckers, even when they're dead, is insane. Insane. It was Super Buu with the fact that he was able to kill every person on the planet in one move. What? Like I'm just like imagine I'm just chilling at home and like I just get fucking blasted. All of a sudden I'm a fucking ghost. I'm just a ghost in the other world and shit. Like just cause this dude. And then Kid Buu, he just like blows up the whole planet just for fun. And then he goes all just blowing up other planets and just reforming. So this guy is scary to the point that nobody could really stop him. At least not no one alone could stop him at the time. So it was more like there was certain points during the story where it was like hopeless versus Kid Buu. Even someone as powerful as Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, stuff like that, there was a lot of hopeless moments during the Buu saga. Oh, dude, another thing about Super Buu is that he's actually kind of smart. He's not like smart, but he has some form of intelligence to him. To a point like he's kind of goofy, he's kind of childish and shit like that when it comes to like liking candy and sweets and shit. But at the same time, he has like a cunning side to him. He has like an evil kind of sentient side to him. Like when when he's like talking to Gohan and he's about to blow himself up, like this picture on the right that you see, he's kind of like, you're missing the point. And he said it's so calm.
You're missing the point. Huh?
To a point like this guy's like a fucking killer clown, and you kind of hear it in his theme for the Bruce Falconer music. Like I don't know if I can play it. I don't know if I'm gonna get copyrighted, but you can find it on YouTube. If you just listen to that theme, it sounds almost like a killer clown that's just on like free roaming mode, just killing everybody. Majin Buu is gonna take this spot. Next up is gonna be Cell. Oh my god. Okay, now imagine you gotta deal with the androids, right? All of a sudden they disappear for whatever reason. All of a sudden they disappear. All of a sudden we got entire cities missing. We got entire towns missing. Like no one is being left alive. Like it's just like their clothes being left alive. Like that's the only thing. And honestly, I know we kind of disregard the DBZA bridge, but I think they kind of added a little bit more context and a little bit more world building to the horror of Cell. I forgot what episode it was. I might put it up for this thing if I'm not lazy. But there was at one point they were showing like this radio calling of someone on like a radio channel, and we got to hear over the other end, just kind of like firsthand, like Cell he's literally like drinking people, like liquefying them and absorbing them into his body.
Thank you, Flash. What's the situation down there?
Mass unadulterated panic, Hal. Just moments ago, screams erupted throughout the streets only to be followed by deafening silence. Now there seems to be nothing left but a ghost town, littered with the clothes of its former inhabitants. We have yet to find out the reason why.
Do you have any speculations, Flash?
Well, Hal, I cannot say for certain. However, recreational marijuana use was recently legalized in the region. So I believe we can all come to the same conclusion. Just a moment. Someone is approaching. Excuse me, you terrified-looking gentlemen. What are your opinions on the legalization of... Oh, my God!
To the point, like, it's absolutely horrifying. He's just like a fucking killer bug man walking around, but he's like sentient, you know? It's kind of weird, in a sense where, like, he's biological, you know? This is not an android, really. He's a biological life form made off of the DNA of the Z-Fighters, but he looks so alien, like he's just from like another planet. I know he has like actual alien DNA in him from Piccolo, but just like he's an actual monster. And there was nobody that could really stop him except for 16 for that brief period of time. Cell is Cell is definitely taking this spot just off of the sheer creepiness of him. Especially in his imperfect cell form. For his other ones, like semi-perfect cell, not really that scary. Honestly, semi-perfect cell was only scary in a sense of like what's gonna happen when he gets his hands on Android 18 and becomes perfect for his new form. I'm trying to think of like what was Cell's personality like in the original. Honestly, there wasn't really much to him. Dragon Ball Z Abridged added a lot to his character. Honestly, they made him a completely different character. And then you look at Devil Artemis, he's a completely different character in that too. But I think in the original, he was just kind of like Frieza once he got to Perfect Cell. He kind of lost that monstrous killer personality that Imperfect Cell had. Imperfect Cell takes the top spot as the scariest Dragon Ball villain. I might do another one with the movie villains before October's over. Let me know if you guys want to see that. But yeah, these are the scariest, the spookiest Dragon Ball villains who would make me shit my pants. And let me know what your ranking is in the comments section below, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.